Good morning. Welcome to or welcome back to the channel. My name is Matthew. For starters, I'm sure you guys can tell we had a little bit of a name change. We are not Inshore indoors anymore. I'm now shallow stripes fishing. Reason that happened is because apparently there is a guy here in Jacksonville that runs like a charter that is Inshore Outdoors. He reached out to me, super nice, asked me if I could change my name because he was getting reached out to by clients and some other captains about if this was his YouTube channel or not. But he was super nice, so we have a little name change. Not a big deal at all. Yeah, so that's out of the way. But today we're going out to Clapboard, and it is cold. I don't have my watch on, but I think it's 40 to 42 right now. So it's gonna be interesting. Definitely the coldest I've fished in Jacksonville yet, because I don't know, since I've been here, I haven't gotten a chance to fish during the winter. So this will be my first time fishing some decently cold weather out here, and we're gonna see how it goes. But in other good news, the push pole is in one piece again, finally. So it will be coming out with us today, and we're gonna get out there, I think about halfway through the outgoing. Fish that for a while, and then once it swaps to the incoming, there's a few spots I want to hit, and then it's going to be a lot of experimenting with the push pole for me, and figuring out how I'm going to do that without a poling platform on my boat. But yeah, so we're going to fish Clapboard, maybe even some sisters or browns. I haven't decided which side I want to split off to yet. I would like to try browns, but you know, we'll get out there, feel it out, and see what happens. Plans always change, but yeah, I think that's it for the intro. So as always, I'll get the important stuff out of the way before we start getting loaded up. All right, dear Lord, I thank you for this day. I thank you for this morning. Thank you for letting me wake up to have another day. I pray that you let me have a good, safe trip out on the water today and just get to enjoy your creation in the cool weather, and hopefully not be too cold. But I pray that you let me just be safe and have a good trip and get to bring home some fish for dinner, Lord. Thank you for everything that you've done, everything that you will do. In your name I pray, amen. All right. I will see you ladies and gentlemen out there. Ladies, gentlemen, viewers of all ages, we are out here on the water getting ready to put our first cast out. Today the thing I really want to focus on is managing my trolling motor, because a lot of the fish that I've spooked I think is due to my trolling motor. So today we're going to focus on powering down before we cast at fish that are up shallow, and then we can see and take our time and really just kind of try and be more mindful of the trolling motor than I usually am. But anyways, first cast is out, and we're throwing the diesel kickers. I feel like I didn't really give it its due diligence last time I was out on the ICW. I threw it for a little bit, but not too long. So I was having trouble finding fish, so I just switched back to my confidence bait, which of course is the Ned shrimp. I didn't really throw this thing that much, so today I want to throw it some more. Oh, I gotta split that tail. Whoops. But today we're going to be throwing smaller baits. It is pretty cold out here, so that equals smaller baits. There we go. I think we're starting to get into that wintertime pattern, especially if this cold front stays, or I mean it's persistently like below 60 degrees out here, then we're definitely hitting that wintertime pattern. So we're going to throw smaller baits. I'm planning on throwing this, which is a 3.5 inch, some 4-inch jerk shads, and some 3-inch paddle tails. Also the thick trout trick, which I believe is just under 4 inches. But anyways, we're going to keep casting. And I'll be back if I find us some fish. All right, we got something. Oh, that looks like a good flatty. Come here, buddy. We're going to bow flip him. Too bad we can't keep him. He choked it. He's definitely a keeper. All right. All right. Here's our first fish of the day. Decent flatty. Right there. Just sitting outside of that mouth right there. But let's get him back. Can't keep you. There you go, buddy. All right. Off to a good start, man. Good start. The old diesel kickers. Might have to start throwing this more. I thought I felt him grab it. I wasn't sure if I was on an oyster bed or not, but then my line started moving. I let him have it for a second. Line started moving, and we knew we had our first fish. Not a bad first fish either. So we're gonna hang out right here, see if we can't grab another one. He was probably about 5 foot out from the mouth, or at least that's when he hit it. I can't tell you if he trailed it at all, but he hit it about 5 foot out from the little mouth right here. Not a bad start to the day. I think we got a red here. That looks like a good red too. Let's put the spot lock on. Oh, that is a good red. Giving some drag. That's definitely our keeper. Hopefully it's not too big. Get out from there. Yeah, he's not too big. Come here, come here, come here, come here. There we go. Yeah, he's definitely a keeper. Heck yeah. All right, we're off to a good start. We are off to a good start. Let's put the grippers on him. All right. Easy, buddy. Heck yeah, man. I'm gonna say 20, 21. Let's see. Easy now. He is, if you can see, 22. Let's let's get that 22.5. All right. We've been out here less than an hour. We already got our keeper. You love to see that. Heck yeah, man. Alrighty. Oh, I got my box backwards. In the box, he goes. Easy there, buddy. I'll get you a friend. Don't worry. We'll get you some spec buddies. All right. Good morning. Good start. Good start. We're gonna keep on fishing, and I'll be back. Oh, I'm getting hit. All right, we just got hit right here along the shoreline. So I'm gonna see if I can't find this guy again. Felt like a trout. Oh no. Felt like a trout, or it might have been a needlefish, because it kind of grabbed it, moved with it, and then dropped it. In my experience, that tends to be kind of what needlefish do. I don't know. But we're just going to keep casting. Working this shoreline. Probably going to stay out of the branch off creeks until the tide swaps, which is, I think, just before noon. But that's fine, because I don't know if I said it in the intro, but I'm planning on being out here for almost 12 hours today. Just because I want to try out the push-pull once the tide gets high. Maybe get over some of this grass and see how well the boat does with a push-pull. And also figure out if I'm going to be pulling from up here or from back there. The plan right now is to take that back seat off, move the cooler back there, and try and push-pull from back there. But we're gonna have to find out and see what works better. I'll push from the bow if I have to and push backwards. I got a feeling that might end up working better until I can get a polling platform built. But that's not gonna be anytime soon, because those things are not cheap, son. They are not cheap at all. But anyways, we're gonna keep fishing. Oof. Bunch of slag in there. Alright, we're getting some bites right here. So I saw this oyster bar with kind of a ridge right here, if you can see. And on the deep side of it, down current, casting up into the current and bringing it back along this deeper edge. And I think I felt a trout. I could be wrong, but only one way to find out. We're gonna fish it for about 15 minutes. And then what I'm thinking about doing is hitting that drain. There's a like little series of drains up here that I think I'm gonna hit. And then once the tide swaps, there's a specific place I want to go to and try and get dialed in. So we're gonna do that. All right, we got some fish in sight. I just saw a red tail, or the tail of a redfish right over here, popping up some shrimp. So we're gonna tie this guy off, put on the Ned shrimp, and see what we can do. But I'll be back once I get set up. Alright, I got eyes on one. Cruising the shoreline right there. There you go. I can't really see him. There's definitely more. I saw some more down here. Yeah, there he is. Let's see if we can get closer. There's some more up there. Push pulling, not as easy as I thought it would be. See two right there. I don't know where they went. There they are. Alright, I know I'm doing this backwards, but I'm just trying to make it work alright. This is definitely going to take some practice to get good at. Too far. Way too far. There they are. Man, I gotta get better at this polling thing. Spooked them. See if they calm down. keep making bad casts, dude. Rushing too much. I take my time more. Not as much visibility as I hoped for. I can tell you that much. But I'm gonna try and push myself up onto the corner right here and see if I can do any better there. Look at that. Look at all the shrimp right there. Hopefully you can see. That's what they're eating. All those little shrimp. So today's lesson learned. I am not good at push poling. Oh. I hear some fish back there too. Or somewhere. But the only way to get better is to practice. So that's what we're gonna do. Practice. Oh, I just had two swim up in front of the boat. I saw them too late. You can see their little puffs. They swam off to the right, probably headed for deeper water. Visibility is not as good as I hoped it would be. I will say that much. I was hoping for like 2 feet, but really I have about 6 inches. So it's making them tough to see before they come up on me. But anyways, we're just gonna keep moving. See and hear some reds down there. I'm hoping they're gonna come this direction, because I would like to just sit right here. But I'm gonna cast until I feel like I've covered this whole mouth. Alright, I think we're seeing some more. There's one right there. A couple of them in front of me too. All right. Back to the net trap. I can't see him, man. I wish this water was clearer. I don't know what that was, but it was not a red. I think that was a trout. When it flashed, it looked like a trout. Put a little bit too much ugga-dugga on that one. Alright, I'm starting to get pushed by the wind a little bit too much. Give it one more cast, and then I'm going to push back in there again. Alright, I'll be back. Got some more in front of me again. I just dropped that. Whoops. All I can see is when they hit the top of the water. If I could actually see them, this would be so much easier. You're really making me work for it. We got fish. I know I've said it a million times, but yeah, I definitely really need another person for this to be more effective. I mean, I can do it, but it is not easy. Definitely a learning experience, though. I figured out how to keep the boat straight, at least. Alright, I think I gotta do a battery swap on this GoPro. And after that, I'll be back. I'm probably gonna push back up in here again one more time. And then if I can't get anything, whoops, I'll leave from there and go to a different spot. But anyways, thanks for hanging out with me and learning how to push pole. there. See if we made something happen. Here's one. He turned towards it. Nope, didn't like it. He didn't spook, he looked at it. And I accidentally left my GoPro recording for about 15 minutes, so I'm gonna have to do a battery change here soon. But, yeah. Let's see if I can spot another one. There we go. I can't see him anymore. There he is. Yeah, they're going this way because I'm fishing the wrong direction right now. Which I should be fishing this way, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to turn around. They're swimming against the current, waiting for it to carry down the shrimp to them. That's what they're eating right now. I can see the shrimp. So we're going to turn around right here and start working back up and see if we can stick one of these guys. I don't know if we'll be able to, but we'll try. Need to be able to see them. Water is not super clear, but I'll be back. See two right there. I was in the middle eating my sandwich too. Please don't drift too close to him. Look at him. That was way too far. Shoot, I was not ready for that. I was trying to eat my sandwich. Just put it down here and see if we can find them. Alright, well, there was more fish while I was eating. Because I see some, I heard one, I see his wake. I think that's two. It just might be. That's a stingray over there. So good sign. Turn the trolling motor off and just drift in here a little bit. Yep. something. I think they might have spooked while the trolling motor was just running while I was eating. Which is unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? Either that or it was a big ball of bait. Good chance it could have been that, but put some casts up here. Eric one. A few. Maybe. Ooh, there's another one. They're everywhere. We might be able to get to this guy. I'm not sure if we're going to catch up with him. He's going the opposite way. Alright. Trolling motor off. Make a good cast, Matthew. Make a good cast. Make a good cast. Okay. Yeah, we'll like to be in there a little bit further. Let's bring that back. It's a little better. Oh man, that was a stingray. I can see him. Should have chased the other ones. Oh well. Keep on scooching. Bunch of mullet though. Bunch of mullet. Here we go. We got one swimming right in front of me. My lure is already in the water, so I might just try and... Nope. Did not want it, man. Need the current to pick up a little bit more. He was like 3 foot off the bank, and the clarity is I couldn't see him until he was right up on me. So, that's tough. That is tough. But he was swimming this way, so we'll see if we can find him. Alright boys, we got something. I think this is red. That might be a jack. Oh no, it's a small red. Egan boat flipped. Oh, never mind. There he goes. Not too hurt about that one, to be honest with you. But we will hang out here because there's some oyster beds over there, if you can see them. They're not, you see the bank of them, but there's some more down there that are just barely submerged. I threw this thing right there, right in front of one of them, and he smacked it. So we're gonna put some more Procure on. The old, this is the regular minnows, not the diesel minnows, so it's a 3-inch, not a 4-inch. So I figured I'd downsize since we had this cold front come through, and it's been working. So we're gonna, ooh, I'm tangled up. Throw again. That's what I get for saying I was gonna bow flip him, I guess. See if we can pull another one out of here. To be honest, I did not expect to catch one right here, because I'm throwing this as a 1/4 ounce. A little bit heavy, but it doesn't really matter if you drop it on top of their head and they're hungry. They're gonna just react to it. Now, if they're not hungry and you drop one on their head, you'll probably spook them. But if they are hungry, they'll grab it. So I'm gonna give a few more casts here. See if I can pull another one off of that bed. If there's another one there, I don't know, I can't see. But I'll be back. As it turns out, there is another one over there on the back side of that little island. Yep, there they go. So we're gonna scooch over there nice and slow. And I'm gonna try and put the Ned shrimp on them. Let it work its magic a little bit. Because I don't want to risk spooking them if they aren't super aggressive. Not worth the risk. So we're going to ease on over there. Put some more Pro Q on this thing. Try and be nice and quiet. I really want to put the prawn stars on, but I know it's gonna get snagged immediately. So Ned shrimp weedless it is. Whoa, something just blew up over there. Let's close it off. Alrighty, they're still there. They are still there. Alright, spot lock, don't freak out. Not a bad cast. These are the guys I heard blowing up when I was on the backside. But I'm gonna cast at them a few more times and I'll be back if I can grab one. We got a little trout. Little bitty trout. Hooked him kind of weird. Try not to touch him. Come on, there we go. Heck yeah. Little guy. Thanks, buddy. There he goes. Alrighty. Let's find another one. There's definitely some fish here. I don't think he was in a school though. Usually whenever I'm catching trout that small, I'll catch a whole bunch of them in one spot. But I don't know about that guy. He might have been alone. Only one way to find out though. Snag. I think I'm getting bamboozled here. Something keeps hitting me over there. As soon as I get it off those oyster beds. That's an oyster bed for sure. Come on, don't break, please. A lot of times you can get these out. If you just grab your line and pull. I think I just broke off though. No, I didn't. All right, after a snag, I always check my leader, make sure it still looks good. This one looks pretty good. Still, somehow, I've gone snagged a few times right here. But, again, that's why I love the finesse bullets for the Ned shrimp. If I was throwing the prawn stars, I would have lost like 6 by now throwing right here. But with the finesse bullets, I can throw right on top of these beds. And I will snag every now and then. But I've had the same finesse bullets. I've had like 6 of them for, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months now. And I've only lost 2 out of the 6. Over 3 months of fishing, probably, I don't know, 2, sometimes 3 days a week. So, weedless, definitely worth it if you're throwing on top of beds. Oh boy, we got a good red here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Oh, he's giving the old Tranx 300 a little bit of a run. And my wife is calling me, that is a good red right there. Oh, please don't get off. Oh, that is a beautiful red too. Sorry that boat passed by right as I was hooking up. You gonna run again? I don't think he's done yet. He is not. That is a beautiful red. That might be an upper slot. Well, it's definitely an upper slot. I don't know if it's over though. He's trying to go in the grass. No, 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 no. We stay out of there. He's like wrapped around my line. I gotta be careful with him because I only got 15-pound leader on here. He's like rolled over in the line, I think. Yeah, he's rolled over. Alright, he might be ready. Oh, we're gonna try and grab him. No, he's not ready yet. Come on. Tell you one thing, he's just gonna be wore out. Come here. No, don't go under the boat. Okay, well, my chest GoPro just turned off because it overheated, so that's unfortunate. But we got him in the boat. Let's get a measure on him. I'll let you know what he is. He is 27. Move this thing out of the way. All right. That is our fish of the day, ladies and gentlemen. He is 27, a little over 27, but I'm gonna see if my chest camera will come back on and we'll get him a good release. All right. We're about to get this guy a good release because he was worn out. All right, we're about to get this guy a good release because he was worn out. He gave that Tranx 300 a little bit of a run, I ain't gonna lie to you. There he goes. Alright, I'm back. I figured out why my GoPro died. Whenever I swapped the batteries earlier, I put a dead battery into my GoPro. So sorry that you missed the last about minute to 30 seconds of that fight, but it missed me getting him in the boat. But hopefully this camera will make up for some of it. My trolling motor's going crazy. I'm gonna go step on the front. There we go. But yeah, I think with that guy, we're gonna give it another hour out here. There's one more spot I want to go hit. Probably hang out there for a little bit, fish it real good, because I want to dial in when the fish are actually there. I've hit it a few times and it's always giving me something, but I really want to dial it in for exactly when the fish are there. So we might cast here a couple more times. Trolling motor went crazy, so it probably spooked anything that was here. But yeah, we'll give it a few more casts here. Whoops. And then head to my last spot. So I'm throwing a little bit smaller lures than I normally do because of that cold front that just wrapped up, or at least the pressure line just passed over us, I think a day or two ago. So I decided to try and downsize today on the backside of the cold front because I thought that might help me get some more strikes, and it did. So instead of throwing the 4-inch diesel minnows, we're throwing the 4-inch regular size minnows, which is a 3-inch size lure. And then the diesel kickers that we were throwing earlier that we got our keeper on is I think 3.5. So downsizing lures definitely was the move today. I do think that helped me out a little bit. Not too much action for the Ned shrimp today though. We might try it out at our last spot, see if we can do any better with it there. But yeah, the 3-inch minnows and the diesel kickers have seen all of it today, except for one. I think we got one small trout on the Ned shrimp, if I remember right. I don't know. You'll see that before here, so if it was on the Ned shrimp, you can let me know, because I honestly don't remember. I've been out here almost 10 hours now, but that's how I like to do it. I like to fish hard. So we're gonna give it probably one more here and then move on. The retrieve that's been working today the most has definitely been just the straight retrieve with some pauses mixed in. That's what I've got almost all my fish on today. I was trying to bounce it around earlier, but the straight retrieve has been working. But I still will give it a few bounces every now and then just to make sure and change it up. And I have not spooked any fish with a trolling motor today, which was the big goal. So good on that. I think we might have a decent trout. I don't know. It's strong like a red, but it's giving me some head shakes. No, it's a red. I think that's our 5th red of the day. Oh, we won't boat flip him. That was weird. He was shaking his head a lot. I don't think I've ever had a red give me a lot of head shakes like that. Where's my grippers? Oh shoot. I left one of my extra batteries for my trolling motor remote out. Oh no. They're both out. Oh, well, I'll find that in a minute. Let's get this guy. Hey. Easy now. Let me get in there so I can get this out of you. Alright, I hear you. Don't you worry. Comes out nice and easy. That is why I smash the barb on these hooks. I don't think I've ever really lost a fish because of that, to be honest with you. But let's measure him. He looks like he might be 17. He is 17. Alright, let's get him released. Alright. He should be good and ready to go. There he goes. Telling y'all, cold front comes through, downsize. 3-inch minnow has been killing it for me today. But I'm gonna get this fixed and I'll be back. Fish on the backside. Oh man, I think that was a needlefish, to be honest with you. We're gonna give it about another 20 minutes and then we're gonna head home. But anyways, actually we'll put one more back down here. I'm gonna keep fishing. And if I can snag us anything else. Oh, good lord, bro. Yeah. How they grab it for a second like that and then hang on to it and then let go. Definitely some needlefish, but oh great, that's tangled a million times. Alright, well, I'll be back. Stik. Pretty sure I got an oyster bed. Yep. that might be the last catch of the day. I don't know. Whenever you guys are pulling these things up, be very careful not to cut yourself on them, because they have all kinds of bacteria and nasty stuff all over them that is not good for you. But anyways, we'll give it, I'm not even going to put a number on it until I feel like it. Oh, I just threw that right on top of something. Probably a needlefish. Alright, we got one. This thing is shaking its head a lot. Doesn't feel bad. Might be a small red. It is. He hit it as soon as it hit the water. I must have dropped it right on top of him. It is a little guy. We'll see if we can release him without even touching him. Ooh, I might touch it. I want to touch it. Because he's got some cool spots. He's got some really cool spots. See 2 right there, and then 3 right there. That's pretty cool. Anyways, we'll let him go. Off he goes. That is our 6th red of the day. 5th one in the boat, 6 red total. We've only gotten 2 under slots too. It's been a good day. Good day. We're gonna put another one right there. Man, they ain't showing the Ned shrimp any love today. It's all about the minnows. Just surprising. And I know I've already said it, but to be specific, the 3-inch minnows, not the diesel minnows. And we've been doing pretty much just slow roll, straight retrieves all day. That's what's been getting it done. But I'm going to keep fishing. And as always, if I catch anything, you'll know. Might have had something there. There's a bunch of beds back in that corner though, so could have been that too. But alright, see you all in a bit. Alright, well, day in review. We had 6 reds, 2 under slots, everything else slot or above, with the biggest being a 27.5. We had 1 nice flounder, couldn't keep him obviously, still nice to catch him though, and we had 1 small trout, so we got a slam. More happy about 6 reds than anything else, but yeah, it was a good day. What got it done today was the diesel kickers and the minnows. Not the diesel minnows, the regular minnows, 3-inch version. Diesel kickers was in Beer Run. Minnows was in Slam Shady. Everything except for the diesel kickers will be posted with my Amazon link that I do make a small commission off of. They'll be in the description of this video. But anyways, man, like, it was a good day. We had a bit of a learning curve with the push pole to start out, but we figured it out. And it definitely won't be easy push poling and trying to cast by myself, so I probably won't do that too much. But I definitely will get a video of a day push pulling around with my wife doing the fishing soon. The next weekend I can get her out here at least, which isn't often because she works quite a bit right now. But anyways, we're gonna get this trolling motor put up, get the boat cleaned up, and start headed back to the ramp. So thanks for watching, thanks for spending the day with me, and yeah, we definitely made a comeback after that rough day on the ICW. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'm gonna start headed back to the ramp.